Fever, a.k.a. America's team, baby, pulled off the win tonight against the Washington Mystics. Now, after watching tonight's game, can anybody take a wild guess what has been missing from this squad? I'll tell you what's been missing. The Slows are attacking Nafisa Collier. Now, Nafisa Collier does nothing but take care of her baby and be good at basketball, but the Slows is not enough for them. Jewell Loyd has made some interesting comments. We're going to talk about it and much more right after the intro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. What a good look. What a good look. What's up, boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode of the W360, okay? What's going on, Maddie Bell? What's up, Stereo D? What's up, W360 Nation in America? Kelly, I see you in the chat. K Ken is in the chat. Monet is in the chat. Monica Middleton, what's up with you, girl? All right, y'all are coming in. You're coming in. Seth Thomas, what's going on, Lisa G? And Jade. What's up, W360 Nation? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday evening. You guys, you know this is an after game show, so it is kind of late. So if you are tuning in live, thank you so much. If you're watching the playback the next morning or later tonight, thank you guys so much, okay? And if you are new here, make sure you subscribe and like and share and comment and do all the things YouTube like for you guys to do to this video to keep the video in the algorithm, okay? If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you so much to the core audience, to W360 Nation for growing this channel and for getting the word out there. Thank you, okay? Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much, David Hale, for the super chat. David Hale says, CJ, great win. Ari looks good. Go Fever. Q, go Mamba Mom Show. Seriously. Give it up for the Indiana Fever, a.k.a. America's team. Okay, now if you don't know, the Indiana Fever, they have been struggling lately. They've been on a little bit of a losing streak, of course, after losing Caitlin Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus Clark. Okay, it has not been pretty. It hasn't been pretty. Sophie Cunningham goes down. Sydney Colson went down. Didn't matter much, but Sydney Colson went down. This team was basically left without a point guard. But our front office, they did sign this player right here. Ari McDonald, you did good tonight. To only practice with this squad, one practice, you did good tonight. You go get yourself a steak and a drink. You earned it. Earned it. Okay, I'm just going to get right to it, guys. This squad was missing a legitimate backup point guard. Okay? That's what this squad was missing. Ari McDonald comes in. She's only played 2 minutes in practice, 1 hour with this squad, and she came in and just played basic fundamental basketball as a true point guard, right? Which is what this team was missing. I know we got the veteran point guard for championship experience. She looks like the veteran point guard with championship experience to me. This is what a backup point guard looks like. You come in, you're able to attack, you're able to facilitate an offense. Granted, mind you, she doesn't know many sets. She's only practiced with this team 1 time. But you're able to get the ball in transition, penetrate and dish, get the ball to the right players at the right time, make a play. Not just pass the ball and take yourself completely out the play. Right? I don't know how to get the word to this front office, but you do what you have to do to keep her. You do what you have to do to keep her. But if you're a little bit lost, Indiana Fever front office, Kelly, if you're a little bit lost, I'll tell you exactly where you can start. You can start right here. Right here. I want Bree Turner out of my town. Get her out of my town. Pack your bags and go. Pack your bags and go. Start right here. Cut Bree Turner. Bree Turner, it was nice. I'm sure there's a HBCU somewhere where you can go teach civics or something. Go teach civics, go teach gender studies, go teach, I don't care. But this isn't the job for you any longer. Go to Howard. Go to Morris Brown. Go to Spelman. Go to Clark, Atlanta. I don't care. I'll write you a recommendation letter. Seriously. Jackson State? Miles College? You can even go to Stanford. Go teach there. There are a lot of students on these college campuses that will eat up what you're pick up what you're putting down. They'll believe you. You can go lead your marches. You can go sign up people to vote. I don't care. But find something else to do out of my town. This is a waste. This is a waste. Bree Turner is a waste. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Make the move. We have agendas to push and points to prove. You can't do it with her on this squad. Cut her. This is who you need. You need a true backup point guard. Bree Turner can't defend. She can't score. She's lost on defense and offense. She's lost in life, actually. But with basketball, she's lost. Bethune-Cookman, thank you. Seth Thomas, Bethune-Cookman would be great. Name some more HBCUs. Thank you so much, Rhonda Stewart, for the super chat. Rhonda Stewart says, McDonald sacrificed all her energy and body for this game. Brought the energy we needed. Great job, Ari. Yay, Fever, win. Black and White Sports, shout out to Rose is in the building. I appreciate the super chat, Rose. Rose says, let's freaking go, Texas. Go get it. Absolutely. Shout out to Rose and Black and White Sports. I'm sure many of you guys in the chat follow Black and White Sports on YouTube. Has a very funny YouTube channel. If you haven't checked them out, check out Black and White Sports too on YouTube. You're going to laugh like I do, okay? What's up, Rose? Grambling? Grambling is good for you, Bree. Grambling to be perfect. You can go lead your marches there. TSU? Tennessee State? Johnson C. Smith? These are some great suggestions, guys. Keep them coming. Johnson C. Smith is great. That'll be great for you, Bree. You can go there and teach. Southern. It's the fact that we are giving Bree, lovely lady, but we're trying to give you suggestions, dear, to get out of our town so you can go somewhere. You can go somewhere and teach your civil rights stuff. You can't stay on this team. You can't stay on this team. Now, I want to get this out the way before we get to, because I want to talk about how great Aaliyah Boston is doing as well. But Bree isn't the only one. Bree isn't the only one. Now, I just have to keep it real. I can't sit here and pretend. I'm happy about the win tonight, but there are a couple of dead fish we got to get out of this water. Okay? I'm done. There's no selling this. There's no selling this. There's no selling this. Trade Natasha Howard. Take her and her wife, put her and her wife out of my town. Get Natasha Howard out of my town. Her and her wife. Her and her wife. I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. I tried patience. You guys have followed this show. You guys know. I tried. I put everything aside and tried. I said she seemed like a lovely girl, soft-spoken, but I think she'll make a better civil rights professor. Natasha Howard, I think you should go join your wife on Zeus TV or VH1 or whatever that show it is where they fight and throw bottles at each other. Go on that show. If you want to be on TV and be an MVP, go on Baddies or whatever the show is these kids are watching. This squad and this sport isn't for you. Oh, my goodness gracious, Natasha Howard. And I really did. I tried. I said, oh, she should, former defensive player of the year. She should be able to bring something. She's bringing nothing. Nothing. Her wife is more physical when she's throwing drinks across TV on her reality show than you, Natasha. I want Natasha Howard out of my town. She starts the game. She's getting cooked on defense. She's getting blown by. She can't guard anyone. She can't rebound. She runs like her back hurts. If you're injured, sit down. But she's going to the sideline. She's putting on a back brace. And when she comes back in, she literally runs like her back hurts. She gets the rebound. She's trying to bring it down the floor and take it 90 feet. She gets stripped. Then she comes back down. She missed a layup. And then she comes back down. This is 3 back-to-back plays, by the way. Then she comes back down. She has an open 3, and she throws it off the side of the backboard. And that's what I said. Get her off my game. Get her off my TV and get her out of my town. Now, we don't have time to keep experimenting with Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard has proved that she's a dinosaur in this league. You've done great things, Natasha. You've done great things. You've done great things throughout your career, but it's time for a career change. It is. Now, I've said this before. Natasha cannot keep up with this pace. And it's not that she's out of shape. It's not that she's hurt. I'm really not trying to be mean here. This is strictly hoops. Natasha Howard cannot keep up. She doesn't even play with any energy. None. She stinks. Natasha Howard stinks. And I tried to talk around it. She stinks. Stinky, dirty diaper. Bree Turner stinks. She stinks. Seriously. Now, this can't continue to go on. No one's going to keep wasting time on these two. There's not enough time in the world. There's no way KK should be on the bench and Natasha Howard and Bree Turner are getting minutes. Get them out of my town. Pack your bags and go. Pack your bags and go. Both of them stink. Stinky. Stinky sisters. Stinky. They both stink. Get them out of my town. Bree Turner stinks. I know this is after a win, guys, but the Washington Mystics is a team that Indiana should beat. With or without White Jesus, Indiana Fever should have beat the Washington Mystics. Okay? Aside from Kiki Arifin and Sonia Citron, Kiki had a phenomenal game, by the way. But that's still not a team that Indiana should be losing to. Thank you so much for the super chat, Native Gator. Native said Bonner had more turnovers than rebounds. Howard only 2 rebounds, 1 more game with these 2 dinosaurs and no Timpson. And I may be forced to cancel my league pass. Love you, CJ. Thank you so much, Native Gator. Now, W360 Nation, you all are patient people. You all might get mad at me about this, and that's okay. That's okay. We don't have to agree on everything. She can go too. She can go too. She can go too. She can go too. Okay. The fact that people are telling me, well, she had a decent game tonight. She passed the ball well. She hit a couple of threes. Sydney Colson can go too. Just because she threw herself into the mat and someone said, well, she played hard. She played hard. So what? Ari McDonald played hard. But guess what? You get more from her. Sydney Colson passes the ball and she takes herself out the play. Of course she's going to get a 3. They leave her open. They say, oh, that's it. Who else? Who else do we go to? So don't come telling me about she took 3s tonight. Sydney Colson she's not bringing what a veteran point guard with championship experience should bring. Bring someone who's effective on the court, not someone that has a lot of talk about them. And I guess we're just waiting. We're just waiting. It's like we're waiting on the late bus. We're waiting on the late bus. And you have the nerve to keep getting hurt. Get up, Sid. Get up. Seriously. She's out of rotation on defense. Now, granted, in the second half, now I'm the one peeped this. I peeped this. You notice she started playing a lot harder. Yeah, she's going to play harder. It's just the skill isn't there. But she's going to play hard because she see Ari McDonald is there, and Ari brings skill. Ari brings skill. I can go out and play hard. Anybody can play hard. Usually sorry people play hard. That's why they hurt people and get hurt. They stink. They stink. So they compensate just by playing hard. Just where I go. And that's why she's hurt. She sucks. Sorry people stay hurt and they hurt people. That's it. By playing hard. Just hard and out of control. No skill. You can't offset the hard play with skill. So that means you're not bringing anything. You can't facilitate a fast paced offense because you're not good. That's why she holds this team back. So when you bring Ari McDonald off the bench as a backup point guard, you can still keep the fast pace going. You can't do that with her. Also, if you have Ari on the court with White Sheezas, you can actually play White Sheezas on the ball and have a scoring option. You can't do that with her. She brings nothing to this team but jokes. She stinks. Seriously. Now, anybody can get in a game and hit a three against the Washington Mystics. They were up by 15. But we're talking about what do you bring to the team? Nothing. Nothing. I don't care that she had a decent game. Her decent game stinks. She's not a threat. Ari McDonald is annoying on defense. She can lock down a defender. And she's an offensive weapon. Trade all these three. Cut them, trade them, whatever. Trade all of them. Ari McDonald brings more than these three put together. Seriously. So I say that to say, Sydney Carlson went down. I said, all right, get off the court, keep the game moving. Keep the game moving. Keep it moving. Get off my screen. Aaliyah Boston, congratulations to you. And what a good game you played. You go and get yourself a drink and a steak. You earned it. You earned it, Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston is turning into a dominant player in the paint to the point to where I was wondering this game, why aren't they running a pick and roll with Aaliyah Boston and Ari? Just run the pick and roll. Simplify the game at the end and just run the P&R. She's dominating. Now, aside from the stinky refs, aside from them, Aaliyah Boston had a great game tonight. She's been playing phenomenally. At this time last year, I think Aaliyah Boston was averaging about 9 points a game. You guys, if you've been following the W360 since last season, I was having a vein popping out of my head. So upset with Aaliyah because how she's playing now is how I knew she could play. How she's playing now. Aaliyah Boston is saving this team. She's a go-to option. She's reading the defense every single time. Literally 9 out of 10 times, she's making the right pass or taking the right shot. Her IQ has skyrocketed. Not sure why they're not going to her pretty much every time down the floor. Well, she did get in foul trouble this game, early in the game. But I'm not putting that on Aaliyah. Besides the offensive, besides the moving screen, those fouls were BS. They were BS. But nonetheless, Aaliyah Boston is the saving grace of this team. With Ari McDonald, who is a real point guard, competent point guard, White Sheezas, Aaliyah Boston, I'm standing behind America's team in the finals, baby. No one's stopping her. She's in a zone. She's in a zone. Aaliyah Boston tonight. Even after foul trouble, 10 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and a block. Or actually, before we go over stats, let's take a look at some key plays from tonight, and then we can come back and go over stats. And then I want to talk a little bit about a breakdown with Aaliyah and what I would love to see from Aaliyah, and hopefully the front office keeps Ari McDonald. Because and of course with Kelsey Mitchell, Ari McDonald, Lexi Hall, Sophie Cunningham, White Jesus leading this team. This team is going to the finals. I don't care what anyone say. You bet your bottom dollar on that. Let's take a look at some key plays from tonight. Native Gator says Boston was okay, but 1 rebound in 29 minutes is not impressive. Sorry, CJ. She was in foul trouble early, so she really couldn't play as aggressive as she wanted to. But even in foul trouble, I thought Aaliyah Boston did a phenomenal job tonight. Let's take a look at some key plays. Kelsey Mitchell off the screen. Good putback. Good shot. Now, Kelsey Mitchell has gotten more aggressive with her shot. Look at this point guard. Look at this backup point guard. Sid Colson. All right, let's see Hall for the 3. Guys, if you're watching, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button if you are watching. Kelsey Mitchell with the pull-up. Money. Kelsey Mitchell with the tape. Here's Ari McDonald, first game to Aaliyah Boston. Look at the entry pass. Aaliyah Boston up and under. Let's go. Look at this seal. Look at this dominance with Aaliyah. Look at this dominance. That's not it. I want to go back to this. Look at the dominance. Look how strong Aaliyah is playing. Up and under. I mean, that's back to back. Look at how strong. Look at the seal. Look at the back her down. That's right. Ari McDonald with the steal, takes it all the way. Let's get back. Let's go. Look at her. Look how she's ready to defend. She's an annoyance on defense. This is the defensive threat that you need.
Coached. They want to use her as a hub offensively.
Nice take. Nice kick out. Dantes for the 3. So also with the addition of Ari McDonald, everyone was able to play back into their original positions, right? Because you again have a point guard that can skillfully facilitate an offense, not just pass and just kind of back up and take yourself out to play and just say, hey, y'all figure it out. I don't know. Everybody, just play. I'm funny though. No. Now everyone can play in their original positions, and it seems like the offense flowed a lot better. So, yeah, this game, Kelsey Mitchell was in her bag today. 24 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. She had a plus 11. Lexi Hall, a.k.a. Lexi Hustle. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Ari McDonald in her first game, 7 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. Also, don't forget she took 2 offensive charges. She took 2 offensive fouls as well. Aaliyah Boston, we said 10 points, 4 assists, 1 block. Damiris Dantes, 8 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Natasha Howard had 6 points, 2 rebounds. DeWanna Bonner, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. DeWanna Bonner, one more game for me with DeWanna Bonner, only because I'm just not sold on letting her go yet, because at least she's hitting the 3 when she takes. I think it's in her head. I think Natasha Howard is washed and she's done. But I am giving DeWanna Bonner just a little more time. Something in me tells me that she's going to come through. I think she's going to come through. It's there. She's close. I think she can touch it, right? And I think she's going to catch on. I don't see it for Natasha Howard. I don't see it for Sydney Colson. I definitely don't see it for Bree Turner. Charlie says CJ still riding with white leather. Absolutely. Absolutely. White leather is making the adjustment. She made the adjustment. She set Natasha Howard until she had absolutely no reason but to put her back in. I don't know what's going on with KK. I think KK should play, but I'm definitely not saying let Coach Stephanie White Leather go. No. She's a player's coach. She stands up for her team. She's trying to find the right rhythm for this team, the right offense. I mean, she's losing players. She's stuck with Sydney Colson. So I think she's doing what she can with this squad, you know. And the generational player is on the bench. What do you want her to do? I think she's making the adjustments that she can make. She's coming along. I think she's going to figure it out. But with Tawana Bonner, I really think she's just, again, being hard on herself. You know, I think she's just being hard on herself. I think she's going to come along. I think Natasha Howard just stinks. I think she's done. All right. Oh, we were going through. Brianna Turner played 2 minutes and did absolutely nothing. Zeros across the board. She had a turnover. She had one turnover. And a foul. Apologies. She did have a foul as well. I thought she had donuts across the board, but she didn't. In 2 minutes, she was a -4 plus or minus. She had one turnover and a foul. Sydney Colson, 7 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and a block. -3 plus or minus. All right. But overall, happy that America's team, baby, got the win. I really hope that this squad or the front office can do whatever it takes to keep Ari McDonald. I don't care who you cut. That's where we're at there. That's where we're at. Loved what we saw. Loved what we saw from them tonight. The offense in this squad, of course, scored a lot of points tonight. 85 points tonight without White Sheezes because there was a point guard on the floor that knew what she was doing. So with that being said, Indiana Fever have Chicago Sky on Saturday. Should be a win because that squad stinks. It looks like they're playing better though when they're not trying to play through Angel Reese. Not a shot at Angel Reese. It just looks like they're playing better. You know, without trying to get her going. All right. This was funny to me. Guys, if you are here and you have not liked this video, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It only takes a second. Please hit the like button for this video. Lisa says, what time? Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky play Saturday. It'll be on CBS at 7 p.m. That's my time, Central Time. So what is that, 8 o'clock Eastern Time? And I guess if you're in other time zones, figure it out. Okay? Okay. The Slows are attacking. Shout out to Sade. That is a great point. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sade says, Ari is what everyone thought Erica Wheeler was going to be. Exactly. And I left this out as well. Just before we move on to Nafisa Collier. Where are we? Okay, we're just at 34 minutes. Before we move on to Nafisa Collier, I would go and watch, of course, when I was in Atlanta, I would go and watch the Dream play. This is when Erica Wheeler was playing with Atlanta, and Ari McDonald was playing at that time as well. And I always used to wonder why Ari McDonald was playing behind Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler was starting at the time, and she was doing the same thing she did at Indiana, turned the ball over, was being very mediocre, very mid, dramatic on the court, small, bouncing it off her little foot. And, only cared about the fancy glasses she wore to the game. Ari McDonald would get in the game and make a lot of key plays and actually bring Atlanta back into the game. So that's how I was introduced to her, besides her play at Arizona. That's when I really paid attention to her when she played. Didn't really pay much attention to her when she was with the Sparks. But I remember Ari McDonald in Atlanta. So when I saw that the Indiana Fever picked her up, I knew that she would be a good addition. I knew that she would, because she outplayed Erica Wheeler in Atlanta. Not that, but, so if you can look up Ari McDonald when she played for Atlanta, she had a decent season there. She played better than Erica Wheeler. And she's playing better than Sydney Colson. Everybody plays better than Erica Wheeler and Sydney Colson. All right. The Slows are mad. This was interesting conversation happening around Nafisa Collier this week. Okay, I thought I had a picture up here. I want to pull it up here really quick. Give me just a moment, folks. All right, I'm going to just pull this one really quick here. I want to pull her up so we can have a idea of who we're speaking about here. All right, just a quick picture I had to grab. I don't have time to cut it out or anything like that. The Slows were creating interesting comments around Nafisa Collier because of the simple fact that Nafisa Collier is already in the talks as far as the season that she's having so far, and in the talks of being the MVP this season. Now, when I say the Slows are spread across many different fan bases in the WNBA. They're spread across, okay? But these particular fans, I think, are more so A'ja Wilson fans. Their stands, they're slow. They're slow. South Carolina fans, that cult, right? And they praise A'ja Wilson, and they think that A'ja Wilson is the best thing since sliced bread, and they think, God stopped making good players when God made A'ja Wilson. At that point, I think they think that there were no more good players to exist, right? So I say that to say, thank you for the super chat. The 6'8" Aquarius, I appreciate you. You said, I knew when Nafisa was on 60 Minutes with Caitlyn last year, she was going to get some hate soon afterwards. Absolutely. Nafisa is no longer invited to the cookout, ladies and gentlemen. She's no longer invited. Okay? Nafisa, if you or anybody that's watching this show, I know a lot of the players' affiliates watch this show. That's how things get back. You might be safe not going to that cookout. Okay? It's okay. You got kicked out of the cookout, but it's okay. You don't want that high cholesterol food anyway. You go to a cookout where you get some healthier food. You can be safe. You come on over here. Nafisa, come on over to America's side. You can be safe. No one's going to turn on you. No one's going to turn on you just for being good. Okay? Now, I know you were forced to go out and, make the speech that you made. I know. You got to do what you got to do. You got a family to take care of. I get it, I guess. But look how they turn on you at the cookout. You don't have any real friends at the cookout. No, seriously, all jokes aside. So I think what started the conversation here So a slow tweeted and said, okay, I have a hot take. I'm willing to discuss, and yes, it's slightly a homer take, but my point, the hype around Fee and even the push for her to be MVP, more so considered one of the very best, doesn't feel like a purely genius or a purely basketball take. This is not to say she doesn't deserve the hype. That's weird. You just contradicted yourself. Or recognition because she's an elite hooper. But to me, Fee's game has always been this way. So you're basically saying she should have been MVP. She plays her style at an elite level. She had a good season at Unrivaled. Unrivaled. But outside of an injured Stewie, there wasn't another elite four. What really drives my point home is the way Talk discussed MVP last season and Unrivaled this year. Fine. Your opinion, your basketball take, fine. Whatever. But what took the conversation left is someone, another slow, came and said, and this is absolutely no diss to Fee, but her proximity to whiteness put her in the perfect position for them to use her as the next best case of who will challenge Asia without having to hear as much of the race talk. Too bad I see through it. You know what? This may surprise some of you here, but you know what? I actually agree just a little bit here with what this slow said. Just on the last part. I think people would enjoy Nafisa Collier and conversations around Nafisa Collier and enjoy interviews with Nafisa Collier because we don't have to hear her being a victim. Now, if that's race talk to you and if that's to you, they just want to put her out there because she's not going to have as much of the race talk, then so be it. People are sick and tired of Asia Wilson, product of Don Staley's brainwashing and teachings, being a victim. So what? Because she isn't crying that what? I'm black and no one is talking about me enough. Nafisa should have been MVP. She should have. She's fair to be talked about for MVP. Nafisa Collier hoops. She's not a troublemaker. She doesn't say anything. Now she went out and she said her speech about George Floyd on Memorial Day. And that's what she wants. Hey, that's fine. You have your opinion. You go ahead, Nafisa. But she doesn't cause any trouble. In this league, we don't have to hear her hooting and hollering every day. Every time you look around, we don't have to hear about her hooting and hollering. If you ask me, she should have the Nike deal. But we don't hear her hooting and hollering about it. She just hoops. So to say that the only reason she gets recognition is because of her proximity to whiteness is absurd. I wish all of you would just leave this league. Leave this league. It is driving you crazy. It's driving you all crazy that this is turning into a real sports league and not some social justice traveling club that plays a little bit of basketball on the side. You just march about a bunch of nothing and you hoot and holler about a bunch of nothing. You hoop and hop and then you play a little basketball sometimes. That's not what the league is any longer. Deal with it. Deal with it. There are going to be legitimate talks about legitimate players that make legitimate runs for legitimate accolades, like the MVP. Asia Wilson isn't the only one that can do it. Well, she's gotten it 6 times. They gave it to her last season to shut her up. They gave her a shoe. They gave her a statue. They gave her a commercial that we have to keep watching. Shut your pie hole. Don't you have enough. Seriously. This conversation around Nafisa Collier was ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'll see if she stunk up the place like Jewell Loyd. But no. Yeah, this is no longer a league where the 20 people can decide who the MVP is. No. There are millions of people watching now. Nafisa Collier is playing great, and the fact that there were so many slows, I mean, they were calling her, they were saying things, guys, like, well, she has a white husband, and that's the reason why they talk about it. She's safer to promote. She has a white husband. She has a mixed baby. She's mixed. She's white. She's her proximity to whiteness. Shut your pie holes. I tell you what, whatever school Bree Turner go and teach at, go with her. Go with her. And you all can take an online class together and just come up with all your ideologies together. Seriously. Seriously. I think there are a lot of people that can agree. There are a lot of people that can agree that MVP should have gone to Nafisa Collier last year. She should have been a WNBA champion last year. And that's fair to think and say. And it has nothing to do with her husband being white. Seriously. And she's beautiful. Get over it. Get over it. Guys, if you're watching and you have not liked this video, please like this video. Please share this video if you can. Please share this video if you can. But this gets tiring. I mean, we are week 2 into the WNBA, and the slows they can't settle on the fact that hey, this is basketball. This is hoops talk now. Yeah, Nafisa Collier, she should definitely be in the conversation. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, it's Aisha Wilson. It has to be Aisha Wilson. Go get her shoe and hush. You're ruining the conversation. You're annoying. All right. These people are slow. These people are slow. And people wonder why the league was where it was at before real sports fans joined. Not buttsy boys who couldn't fit in anywhere else in this world. So you just said, I'm just going to watch the WNBA and, try to fit in there. Oh, you're outnumbered now. Go to another sport. Swimming. You can do swimming. Swimming. A lot of people, you can fit in there. Go find someone to latch on to in swimming and practice your civil rights speeches and all of your, stances there. Thank you for the super chat, 6'8" Aquarius. He says, Fee not getting a first place vote last year for MVP was mind-boggling. Also, Lawrence on that tweet is Asia's best friend, FYI. Yeah, I don't care about none of that. I just saw the tweet. I don't care about who's friends with who. The tweet just didn't make sense to me. Yeah, swimming is I'm telling you, swimming, and I'm going to suggest this to all the slows. Swimming is a great landing spot for you all to go and champion all of your beliefs and ideologies and stances and marches and things like that. You can land right there. You guys will fit right in. You'll fit right in. And you don't really even have to know a whole lot for swimming. All they do is just stroke. You don't even have to try to talk like X's and O's and not sound as dumb. You can just watch people swim. There are no rules in swimming. You can just do whatever. You can just do whatever in that sport. I think all the slows should migrate to swimming. Swimming is perfect. And I'm just going to leave it at that. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Ah. Jewell Loyd. Jewell Loyd. Jewell Loyd. Jewell Loyd. Why did you have to go and do that? Now, Jewell, you've been doing good, Jewell. Why did you have to go and do this? Hmm. Why did you have to go and open your little mouth with this hooting and hollering that you're doing? Hmm. Why'd you go and do that? Why you go doing this to my heart? Why you go doing this to my heart? Why, Jewell? A lot of people on the social media, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at the W360_. Okay. At the W360_. A lot of people on Twitter has sent me this video of Jewell Loyd. Now, you guys are finding this video, but no one can find videos of her mother. Okay? Has she been spotted at any games? If so, please, I keep telling you guys, I'll pay. Send me a picture of her at a game. I'll pay for it. I'll hang it up. I swear I'll hang it up. Jewell Loyd has broken her silence. Apparently, as far as what was going on in Seattle with that coach, between her and Noel Quinn, and if you don't know, people, Jewell Loyd and Skylar Diggins Smith, they just, they're like oil and vinegar. They don't mix. They don't mix. So Jewell Loyd, of course, demanded a trade. Let's hear what Jewell Loyd had to say.
Start of everything, I told my agent, like, just get me out. Like, I will find a way to make it physically, mentally, emotionally cannot be worse. Like, yeah, I guarantee you. Yeah. I will put my life savings on this. It can't be worse. So she's like, okay. And I, told her certain teams, and I'm like, I don't like whatever works out. And I have the contracts and timing and, the CBA's next coming up. Like, I don't know all these things. I'm like, I trust you, like, figure it out. And I told them, like, I don't want to know until you actually absolutely know that I'm going somewhere. So she didn't really talk to me a lot. And I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I want to go to Unrivaled. I'm eating dinner. I get a text.
She said, I want to go to Unrivaled.
It's like, hey, you're probably going to go to Vegas in 20 minutes. What? She's like, yeah, you're going to Vegas probably. Put the phone down. I'm like, there's no way they're sending me to Vegas. Like, a contender, like playing with Asia and Chelsea. Like, there's no way. I'm cutting my steak. I'm about to take a bite. My phone rings from Asia. I pick it up. She looks at me. I look at her. She's like, oh, shit. We start like going in. Like, I'm like, no, like it happened. Like my phone starts vibrating. Like, zzz. I'm like, no fucking way.
All right, so there's another clip, but they have blocked me from it. They will not let me play this. Damn it. Let me see if I can't. You guys are just going to have to find it out. So there's another clip where she basically was talking about how, her coach was benching her. And during the games, her teammates would, be so upset that they were losing. But also at the same time, her coach was benching her. Jewell, you have to understand, and I think you're in denial. You have to understand that you're not the same player that you used to be. Okay? You're in denial. You don't cook like you used to. You're kind of washed. I don't know if the shorts are holding you back. I think the shorts are so big that they're catching so much wind when you're running that it's slowing you down. It's slowing you down. You're in denial. You're in the same denial that your mother is in when she went on the court and did this and thought she looked good. put them up there together. Be in denial together. Oh God. Jewell, Jewell has broken her silence. Jewell has broken her silence, and she is telling her truth, okay? She's saying that she was bitched for no reason. She's saying the coaching staff was showing favoritism. She couldn't get out of Seattle fast enough. No, Jewell, you're just washed. Your shorts are too big. You're washed. Okay, that's the truth. You're in denial. Your mother's in denial. You're both in denial. You're not as good as you think you are. Neither is she. Okay, I don't know if this is passed down through the DNA. I'm not sure what is happening. Now, and I never thought that I'd be standing up for Seattle's coaching staff, especially since they have a convicted sex offender on that coaching staff in Pokey Chapman. Pokey? Yes, you. Yes, you. Allegedly. Well, no, that's a fact. Pokey Chapman she was released for having, sexual misconduct with one of her players when she was at LSU. She should not be coaching in this league. Pokey Chapman should not be coaching in this league, but she is. And I've said it before, I've said it again. Allowing Coach Pokey Chapman to coach in this league is like allowing a pedophile to chaperone a second grade field trip. Pokey Chapman should not be coaching in this league. I say that to say I didn't think I would be standing up for a Seattle Storm coaching staff, but Jewell, you are rightfully set. Just like you should be set in Vegas. Okay? Your shorts are too big. I think that's just what the issue is. Your shorts are too big. Seriously. All right? Your uniform is slowing you down. Your shorts are too big and your mother's skirt is too short. Talk about an opposite effect. Jewell Loyd's shorts are too long and her mother's dress is too short. You're both in denial. Between Coach Polk, E. Chapman, the misconduct by Noel Quinn, and everything else going on in Seattle, Jewell, I'm glad you got out, but the thing is, I think you should stop all this hooting and hollering about you being mistreated. Your game isn't matching up with the allegations, okay? Nonetheless, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you in Vegas. Hopefully you get going. I don't know who thought that Jewell Loyd was a better choice than Kelsey Plum, but hey, you're living in the reality, all right? You're living with your choices. With that being said, guys, that's going to wrap up tonight's show of the W360. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at the W360 _. Okay? Make sure you shop the W360.com. I'm getting out the rest of the orders from last week, guys, and the remaining orders as well. I'm getting those out this week. I will be making a run, and we're finishing up those tonight and getting everyone's orders out this week, okay? I appreciate everyone's patience. There were a lot of White Jesus orders came in, shirts. The Don't Be a Slow shirts. There's an influx of those, of course, with the season starting. So we're getting those out as fast as possible. So I appreciate everyone's support. If you have not, please order your Don't Be a Slow shirt. Shop the W360.com. Okay. Also, I have White Sheeza shirts available. I also have Shut Your Pie Hole shirts available as well. The website is restocked. Okay. So I appreciate everyone's support. Get your shirts. Don't be a slow. Don't be a slow like those cults out in Colombia. Don't be a slow. Okay. Get your White Sheeza shirt. Get your Shut Your Pie Hole shirt. That's the best way to support this channel. As well, I appreciate everyone tuning in. I appreciate everyone engaging with the live. Guys, follow me on Twitter. We are a hoot on Twitter, okay? W360 Nation, we are a hoot. If you are not on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter at the W360_. Okay? Join in on the daily jokes. Join in on the daily talks, the daily debates. Y'all say some funny stuff on there. W360 Nation, I love you. Take care of yourself. Listen, you got to get under your foot, okay? When you take a shower, a lot of people, you guys take a shower and you wash, but you don't actually lift up your leg and scrub the bottom of your feet. So that's why your feet is cracking. That's why your skin is dry and your feet is cracking. Okay, and when you moisturize your feet as well. The bottom of your foot, you got to moisturize that, okay? You got to moisturize that, or else your feet is going to look like cracked bologna. Okay, RC, what's up, RC? Thank you so much for the super chat. You said glad they won. Thanks for the show, CJ. Okay, so make sure, guys, you take care of yourselves. Hit me up on Twitter at the W360_. Until next episode, peace and so grease. Oh. Good night, W360 Nation.